Hello, and thanks for your interest in the Essex County Racial Equity Leader Circle, Ecrelc for short. I'm Brianna, this is Rebecca and Madeline, and we're here to give you a short introduction to help you understand the program and whether it's right for you and your organization. Be sure to click the link in this email for all the additional details. We want to give you a sense of what you'll gain from Ecrelc. In this program, you and a couple other select colleagues will go deeper. On the personal side, this is about understanding our racial identities and how they impact our leadership. This is also about developing the skills required to engage in deep, authentic racial equity work. On the organizational side, it's about articulating and driving our visions, learning tools for change, and learning how to honestly evaluate our work. What most people really love about this cohort, though, is the community. These are your colleagues from other local nonprofits who can provide support and accountability well beyond our time together.
There will be 6 3-hour sessions between October and April. You can expect to spend an additional 3 hours outside of each session. This includes completing assignments and meeting with your learning partners. An organizational racial equity project grounds the cohort's learning, and you'll have tools to apply to advance your organizational project work. Each month, you're expected to meet with your learning partners to deepen relationships and integrate all of what you're learning more fully. Each organization also receives coaching sessions to provide practical guidance as you implement your project within your specific organizational context.
This work began 6 years ago as a series of conversation among friends. At Trinity Boston Connects, I had launched the Organizational Equity Practice, or OEP for short, to support other nonprofits in their burgeoning equity work. It was common for people of color and frontline staff, including myself, to see and feel deeply the need for this work, but it was harder to get senior leaders and board members, often white, to join in. Madeline and Brianna, friends and leadership coaches and anti-racism educators, jumped at the chance to focus on the folks leading in our sector. 6 years later, we've reached over 100 leaders representing about 75 organizations, and we're really excited for this year's offering created just for organizations in Essex County. As Brianna said, my name is Rebecca Jackson. I'm Black. I use the she series pronouns. I'm currently the Chief Program Officer at Trinity Boston Connects and one of the founders of OEP. My primary commitment is to helping organizations from top to bottom and everywhere in between become healthier places, in particular, so that Black women are able to thrive. Because if Black women are thriving, so is everyone else.
And I'm Madeline McNeely. I'm white. I use the she series. I've been a consultant, coach, facilitator, and trainer for decades. I'm particularly interested in supporting white leaders to deepen our racial equity practices. It means digging deeply into how racism has affected us as white people. My commitment is for leaders to be even more bold and act with tenacity as we address structural racism and do the deep work individually and collectively to transform our organizations to be even more equitable and inclusive.
And I'm Brianna Boggs. I'm white. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a leadership coach and a racial justice facilitator. I also especially like working with white leaders to develop tolerance for racial stress. I have a general interest in leadership transitions, but specifically supporting new leaders of color in white-founded organizations. I am a recovering director of development after almost 20 years, but I still love to bring those old skills and strategies to bear in my work today. We hope that this gives you a little taste of what Ecrelc entails. If you have more questions, be sure to get in touch with Hershey Buswego at Essex County Community Foundation, who can answer all your questions. Thanks so much, and we hope to see you in Ecrelc.